Good morning, dear students. Welcome to science class. In previous class, we have discussed about the plant tissues, their function and location. Today, we are going to discuss about animal tissues. As animals are very complicated organisms, so they have different type of tissues, have different functions. So they are basically of four type of. One is connective tissue, another epithelial tissue, then muscle tissues and nervous tissues, which are further divided into different types. So first we will discuss about epithelial tissues. Epithelial tissues are of four types: simple cuboidal, simple squamous, simple columnar and stratified squamous. Epithelial tissues help in covering and protection. The covering or protective tissue in the animal bodies are called the epithelial tissue and covers mostly the organs and cavity within the body. It also performs as a barrier to keep different body systems separate, right? So it acts as a layer between the two organs. The skin, the lining of mouth, the lining of blood vessels, lungs and kidneys are all made up of epithelial tissues. Epithelial tissues are tightly packed and form a continuous sheets. So epithelial tissues, first one is simple squamous. Simple squamous epithelial cells are extremely thin and flat. You can see in the picture and forms a delicate lining. The esophagus and the lining of mouth are also covered with the squamous epithelium. They are made up of squamous epithelium. The skin, which protects the body, is also made up of squamous epithelium. Another is stratified squamous. When the simple squamous tightly packed on one another, so it forms a stratified squamous tissue. Means they are arranged in a pattern of layer. When the squamous are arranged in a pattern of layer, the epithelium is called the stratified squamous epithelium. Another is cuboidal. The name indicating that cubes are formed, means tissues are present in the form of cube. So cuboidal epithelium forms the lining of kidney and ducts of salivary glands, where it provides mechanical support. So epithelial cells often acquire additional specialization as gland cells, which can secrete substances at the epithelial surface. So cuboidal, the name indicating the tissues are present in the form of cube and they are basically found in the lining of kidney and in salivary glands. Another is columnar. Columnar means the shape is like pillars. So they are found where absorption and secretions occur. Means the inner lining of, they are found basically in the inner lining of intestine, and these facilitates movement across the epithelial barriers in the respiratory tract, as they have cilia. Cilia is the hair-like projection, thin hair-like projection, and which help in the movement. The cilia can move and their movement pushes the mucus forward to clear it. So cilia or columnar tissues are present in the intestine to clean it, right? So these are the different type of epithelial tissues and have their different functions. Next is connective tissue, as the name indicating that help to connect each and every organ of the body, and mainly binding, supporting and packing of the organs of the body is done by connective tissues. Few cells are loosely packed, few are large intercellular space between them, few of them are filled with jelly-like substances called the matrix, and there are of different type of connective tissue as blood. Blood is a kind of connective tissue and it has a fluid liquid matrix called plasma, in which red blood cells, WBCs, that is white blood cells, and platelets are suspended. So plasma contains protein, salts and hormones. Blood flows and transports gases, digested foods, hormones and waste material to different part of the body. Another is bone. Bone is another example of connective tissue, as it forms the framework of whole body that supports the body. It also anchors the muscles and supports the main organ of the body. Another is ligament. Ligament is a connective tissue that connects bones to bones, and it is elastic, has strength and very less matrix. And tendons which help to connect muscles and bones. They are less elastic, fibrous tissues and great strength and more matrix. Next is cartilage. Cartilage has elastic tissues softer than bone, and they are present in between the bones. So is a solid but elastic due to presence of proteins, and is smoothen the bone surface. They are present in the joints of bones and smoothen the surface, and they are also found in the nose, ear and larynx. Another is areolar tissue. Areolar connective tissue is found between the skin and muscles, around blood vessels and nerves, and in the bone marrow. It fills the space inside the organs, supports internal organ and help in repair of tissues. And last one is adipose. Adipose, fat storing tissues. Fat storing adipose tissues is found below the skin and between internal organs. The cells of these tissues are filled with fat globules. Storage of fat also lets it act as an insulator. Insulator means to protect the organ from the heat and cold. So these are the connective tissues which connect each and every part of the body. Now muscular tissues. Muscular tissues consist of elongated cells, also called muscle fiber, and these are mainly responsible for the movement in our body. Muscles contains special proteins called contractile proteins which contract and relax to cause movement. So they are of three types, that is striated, unstriated and cardiac muscular tissues. Striated muscular tissues are called the voluntary muscles. Voluntary means muscles present in our limbs move when we want them to and stop when we so decide. Means they are totally in our control. We can move and stop according to ourselves. So they are called voluntary muscles. These muscles are also called the skeletal muscles. and they are basically mostly attached to bones and help in the body movement. They are also called striated muscles as because they have light and dark bands or striations. The shape, they are mainly long, cylindrical, unbranched and multinucleate. Another is unstriated. Unstriated muscles are found in the alimentary canal. The movement of food in the alimentary canal or the contraction and relaxation of blood vessels. And they are also called the involuntary muscles as they are not in our control and we cannot really start them or stop them. So they are called involuntary muscles and they are also found in the iris of the eyes and in uterus in the bronchi of the lungs. Another is cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles, they are present in our heart and show rhythmic contraction and relaxation throughout the life. And these are also involuntary muscles as they are not in our control. Heart muscle cells are cylindrical, branched and uninucleated. So these are the three type of muscular tissues. Last is nervous tissues. Cells of nervous tissues are called the nerve cells or neurons. Many nerve cells are bound by connective tissues to make a nerve. They are basically found in our brain, spinal cords and nerves. Highly specialized tissues that help in transmitting stimuli. They help in transmitting stimuli from one place to other in the body and control all the activities of the body. The structure of neuron. There are three main parts of neuron, a star-shaped body called the cyton, which has nucleus and cytoplasm. Basically, the structure of neuron is look like tree with branches coming out of it. So first is cyton, which contains nucleus and cytoplasm. Another is a long chain part that is called axon, which carry messages away from cyton, and last one is short branched part that is called dendrites, carry messages toward cyton. So these are the different animal tissues which we have discussed.